Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War, Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. I'm Sammy SLB, co-host of ATR's War and ATR Rising Sun. Alongside me today is the man behind X, Wrestling's Nostradamus, ATR's governor of NXT, Scott.
It's good to be back. SummerSlam was this past weekend. It's a pretty good weekend of wrestling. We got a few other things to talk about, but yeah, this will be a fun conversation piece this week.
As well as the third man, the man in black, the main recipient and beneficiary of the Clone Ethan 2026 campaign, my co-host from ATR Rising Sun, the first time back-to-back Bedlam Media champion, Ethan.
Hi. It is tournament season. Scott's everything. In Japan and also in North America, which we'll get to. And I have like Ethan picks this week, so eat.
Nice.
All right, guys, before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We are on Discord as well. John the Statman will not be joining us tonight. He is on assignment.
Boo. Boo.
All right. Yeah, we have to talk about SummerSlam. That's going to be a big one. But also, I do know that we have, I believe, All In coming in later on in the month.
And Heatwave.
And
Heatwave. I didn't have the calendar, so I couldn't tell you. But we also had announcements for Wrestle Dream and Royal Rumble. I'll start with Wrestle Dream. It was announced that Wrestle Dream is going to happen in October 11th, I believe, of this year. Or is it the 18th? It's the weekend after Bound for Glory because we had this conversation.
The weekend after.
It is going to be in Orlando. And then following that, we do have Royal Rumble was announced for Phoenix in 2027. Everyone's like, oh, I guess they just wanted to go somewhere where there was more sand. But not Saudi Arabia, because people aren't going to like that. But also, they're rumored to be a 2-night Royal Rumble this year.
Took them long enough.
I mean, we've been talking about that for at least a year now, or maybe two. You know,
2 at the most, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be easy for the Rumble. You have the men's on one night, the women's on the other. Hell, you could make one show dedicated to all the boys, one show dedicated to all the girls. You could do it. I think it'd be fun.
Evolution Part 3.
Right? I mean, it's an easy way to do it. You just have the Rumble at the end. But yeah, so I don't know if I think this year's they're still going to just have a one night, but they're thinking maybe 2028 and beyond will be 2 nights going forward because they seem to be doing that for all the big four. So maybe Money in the Bank will get their 5th, maybe they'll get their 2 nights at some point, but it's going to be pretty much the big four is going to go all 2 nights. Probably Survivor Series will be the last one to do it because there's normally 2 war games, but I don't know if they're going to have that many matches to kind of throw together. So we'll see.
I like the Toy Story reference from Scott. And beyond.
That wasn't on purpose, but yes, it does work.
But the rumor. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Rumble, apparently the rumor is 28 or 29. Lucas Oil Stadium might host it again.
I mean, that makes sense. I think didn't they sign like a 5-event deal or something a year or 2 ago?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense, and plus that's a good location. So it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
I'm
isn't
interested. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like 5 in like a Mania, I think.
Something like that. I mean, I kind of like that. I wish like more places would do that because it gives fans the option to, kind of plan ahead. They know that they're going to be coming back to that area more often than not. Then, hey, I mean, I guess what didn't WWE Club just open up like officially? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure those people will be getting those first crack of tickets
for the price of $99 a year.
All right. June 24, WWE and Indiana Sports Corps announced the first of its kind multi-event partnership to bring WWE's 3 largest stadium shows, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and the Royal Rumble, to Lucas Oil Stadium. Don't forget that the Rumble did happen at Lucas Oil in 25.
Mm-hmm.
So, SummerSlam and Rumble next. I mean, sorry, SummerSlam and Mania next.
Yeah. Be a good spot for me for SummerSlam next year.
Mm-hmm.
Mania will be a little tougher because it's April, and you could still get a lot of snow.
Well, when I was talking to Andrew about this, I guess it is one of the most efficient stadiums because they actually have underground tunnels to get you out of the stadium and into the surrounding areas, like a subway system almost, but it's just
Okay.
walkways, tunnels.
Okay.
So if it was to get snowed out or there was snow, if you're in a hotel that's right there, it's just going to be easier for you to get through there.
Nice. I did not know that. That's
Thank you, Andrew, for that.
That's smart thinking ahead from Indiana. It's probably the only things that that's good about that stadium because we know the Colts can't do shit. So sorry, Andrew.
Scott's choosing violence.
I mean, we got football in a month, so
Right.
And hockey.
As we are taping this, the Hall of Fame game is going to be played tonight. So the NFL season has officially begun.
mm-hmm.
So we're back, boys.
For me, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for hockey.
I mean, that's true. Hockey's right around the corner too. So
I know. I'm so keen.
Well, and hopefully, Scott, the Sox continue their.
Seriously, this team has. I think I read something today that they're the 26th team since 1903 to go at least 30-5 in a 35 game stretch, and I think all of them have made it to the postseason. Was it 20 of them made it to the World Series? 10 of them won, I think, or something like that. I might be screwing up the end of that, but that's crazy. Like, I cannot believe the run that this team is on right now. They are one game behind the Yankees, which I know all my Yankee friends are petrified right now at this team because the Yankees are falling apart. Their players are like they're as steady as wet paper. It's as a Sox fan right now, man. I love it.
It's exciting.
It is.
Okay, for baseball talk for a minute, I love how there's Boston Red Sox, Chicago White Sox. Let's get every color Sox, blue, black.
Well, we got the Blue Jays, so we got birds going.
Okay, fine. Green Sox.
Green Sox. I mean, Boston technically has that too with those beautiful green jerseys of them. I really need to get one of those.
Mm-hmm. Definitely should. I feel like a nice baseball jersey would be a nice collection to my current jersey selection. But that's neither here nor there. Hopping back over to wrestling, I want to talk about AEW quickly. AEW announced this year they're going to have a Continental Challenge Cup with the finals held at All In. This is coming off of What Culture. AEW announced a 16-man Continental Challenge Cup tournament on Thursday's edition of Collision. It was revealed that the reigning Continental Champion Jon Moxley will be included in the brackets. The winner gets his belt in the FA-inspired Trophy Cup.
Okay. All right, so I'll take over here, Senior Sam, because I'm pretty excited for this. So it's basically Tony Khan said, because a lot of people thought like it was replacing the C2, but it's not. It's basically gonna be like for the Japan fans, me and Sam. Basically, like New Japan comes like the spring, like March Madness for basketball, and then like they do G1 summertime. It's basically just like that, but only the C2 is in the winter, fall, winter, and then the Continental Cup
summer. Yeah,
that's
cool. You know how much I love my tournaments, so this will what by the time I get there in like November, I'll be like, man, this is a great tournament.
Scott's like, oh yeah, we talked about this like 6 months ago. So basically, we don't have a bracket because we know the first round, but like quarterfinals it would be drawn. I think the semis are going to be blind too. Don't quote me on that one. So basically, it's the same as C2, but only because in the Continental Classic it's 20 minutes, but for the Cup there's no time limit. So the semifinals will take place in Glasgow, Scotland before All Out or All In, and then obviously the finals take place All In. So the first round, so it's between the 8th, 12th, and 15th. So I imagine the quarterfinals will probably be that Dynamite after that, the 15th Collision. So it's Claudio against Ace Austin, Jake Duggan versus Eddie Kingston, and Orange against Matt Sydal. That's the on Collision as for recording this. On Dynamite, August 12th, Jack Perry takes on the champ Moxley, and Jay White takes on Dave Finlay. That one could be really fun, honestly. Finally, we're getting that 1-on-1 match. And then on the 15th, we got Brian Cage for Hedge of Zero, O'Reilly versus Rock Strong, and Shabbat versus McGinnis. I'm pretty excited for Shabbat versus McGinnis. Give me 15 minutes of those two just beating the shit out of each other. For the finals, I'm gonna go with Moxley and Nigel.
Really? Okay. I know Nigel's been like sprinkling in some matches, but really have him in the finals.
Oh,
Interesting.
also speaking of Nigel, he's wrestling Lee Moriarty again for the Pure Title at Death Before Dishonor on August 21st, and I think he's taking the title because stipulation is if he loses, he can't wrestle Ring of Honor anymore. AKA take the 2-year title reign off Moriarty. So
Fair enough.
but I'm always saying Nigel because they're in Wembley.
Okay.
My honorable mention is Jay White or Kyle O'Reilly. Yes. I'm pretty excited for this, honestly.
You sounded. That's fun.
It reminds me of a lot of New Japan and also FA. I'm like, wait, what's the FA part? I think it's like the drawings, like how they're doing them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not a big soccer fan, so and all my soccer fans, please correct me if I need to, but I'm pretty excited for this tournament. As me and Scott are excited for tournaments.
Yeah.
As I'm still in tournament season as G1 and Stardom there's tournaments about over, so yay.
Yeah, at this rate, if AEW keeps us up, we'll just have it'll mirror what New Japan's doing year round. So well, let's hop over to the E quickly. We jump back and forth. Also, this is from Fightful, WWE announces tournament to decide which luchador has an ad coming up and blocking the article as I'm reading it. Will challenge Roman Reigns for world title on Raw in Mexico City. Wow. I'm reading this, and you might have said that, Ethan, but man, that sounds like an AEW booking.
Or an AEW. No, sorry. Yeah, so basically at the end of Raw, Scott, you watch Raw, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank God. So basically, Roman goes to this is after the street fight tweet. And by the way, Netflix, can you stop airing shit up live, edit in the editing? Like, oops, we have to censor. Because they censor Royce Key's mouth. And they edit the Alana of Becky Lynch's Sleep with Dominic Mysterio line too.
Yeah, I saw that after the fact. I was like, I'm like, you gotta make me watch this stuff live now. So I waited until Wednesday to watch it. I should have watched it on Tuesday like I wanted to, and I probably would have caught the unedited version. But yeah, I can't watch it on Wednesdays anymore. I'm gonna have to watch it early because they keep editing that shit. Because it was weird, like the way they edited, especially like the Becky part. I was like, something seems like I missed something here. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I saw it online today. I was like, damn it, that would have the hell.
But by the way, her impression of Liv Morgan's all time was so funny.
Oh my God.
That was actually kind of perfect. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
But by the way, Becky is not wrong about anything she said on Monday.
No.
We'll get to SummerSlam in a bit, but spoiler, Liv did win. Except for Kira's back.
Yes.
But back to the Roman thing, because we're just going off. So that's ATR, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, Roman goes to the back, and then Ray's like standing. I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, why is Ray right there? And then he said, he's like, did you know I'm the GM of AAA? Roman's like, now I do. I'm like, what a weird conversation this is going. But I did like the cliffhanger, though, at the end. It's like, where it's like, how about we talk? Like, is Roman going to be on Worlds Collide Heatwave, brother? To outshine AEW? Sorry, Worlds Collide more than NXT, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
And apparently the next day they're like, all right, we're just going to spoil what it was. I'm like, no, you should do this next week. But I get why you did it now.
Yep.
So 16 luchadors from Raw, SmackDown. Did they say NXT or did I miss that?
Yeah, Raw. Okay. It's all the brands: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AAA.
So we know Dragon Lee's gonna be in there. Like maybe Raw, Angel. I can see Angel being in there. It's probably gonna be.
Probably will be NXT and AAA heavy. And then I want to see like who from Raw and SmackDown just shows up in a mask. It says that they're luchadors.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
C.
Yes. Yeah.
But I like that LA Knight promo where he's like doing he's found out you suck, and people are like, it's Angle. Angle's back. They're gonna bring Angle back part of the Shield. I'm like, oh,
so good.
Even Kurt Angle had to realize the meme, but we'll get to that in a minute because that was
like
I think they inserted like Angle, and Angle's like, "Oh, guys, I missed you."
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty excited for this. Honestly, anyway, who a lot of listeners know we're all a big fan of tournaments. More Scott than me, but I'm more of a round robin fan. But still, it's a tournament. What can we do? So it starts Monday. I think Ray said in the video.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do. I imagine they're probably gonna do between like Raw and SmackDown. Maybe do a little bit of NXT. Maybe
Because I know that what Mexico City is in September when they're there.
Night 2 Triple Media. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
And then they're yeah, because the first time Mexico, I think they said 15 years, which is crazy.
Yeah.
To think about. Like TV wise, not like house shows or anything.
Yeah.
Somebody said El Grande Americano, but I did that to say before. But I think he might be in it though, like Scott said. Penta, I think Penta will definitely be in there.
Yeah,
From the main
Penta,
roster.
Ray, Phoenix. I wonder if Dominic will be in it. Maybe
Dragon Lee probably.
I'd love to see Penta versus Ray Phoenix
Somewhere
in this tournament.
Sign me the fuck up.
Right? First round matchup, even. I'd be happy with that. I'd be sad too that one of them's not going to be going forward, but still, man, that'd be so fun.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Give me the semifinals. Come on. Do it. Do it, Triple H, you coward. Do it. Book it. Calling your ass out. Do it. Do it. Do the war. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
All right. Next, well, this is kind of a quick summary. I gotta say, and I know I texted Ethan and Scott once last night. AEW Mexico City last night. Holy shit.
He lied to us. He said, "Oh, joking." It's supposed to be 2.5 hours. I see. Like we said before, like overruns, like me and St. Base ran about that last week. Except like special episodes like this, like that's fine. Like I'm okay with that. But you shouldn't have said 2.5 hours. Like you should say, "Hey, it's gonna be 3 hours."
Was it a 3-hour show?
It was supposed to be 2.5, but they went past it. It's AEW.
I turned it off at 2.5. So, all right. Cool. Overall, though, the place was packed. Place was packed. Place was on fire.
Nice.
It kind of felt like a pay-per-view in itself.
Free preview.
A supercard, if you will.
I would say, sorry, Sam. Honestly, they had 8 matches. Honestly, we didn't need 8 matches. I would have been fine with 5 or 6.
That's a lot of matches for 2.5 hours. Or sorry, 2 and however many hours.
2 hours and 55 minutes. Take that. I will say it was more matches than segment. The only segment we really had was MJF came back. That was really the only. Basically, when Andrade spoke, that was really the only segment. Everything else has been match. But when you got 8 matches, you kind of had to. I was like, oh my god, we actually got to have a rare time he's off. No. I'm like, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make note that show was. This is what it was, the most lively show of the year, I would say, from start to finish. It wasn't like there was 1 match or 2 matches. No, the whole show was on fire.
It's another non-American crowd. Of course, it's going to be outstanding because it's just how it is. Same thing when I watch AAA every week. Crowds on fire the whole time. It's just
that venue from AAA was actually nicer. Like the one they just had, that 3-week show, that BD.
Yeah,
I like that venue. That's pretty nice. I thought Cobo was gonna fall on the stairs last night because the way a raid in Mexico is, it's like stairs and like a ramp.
Yeah,
I'm like, please don't fall.
Please don't die, please.
Well, he had that long coat where I'm like, oh, please don't fall. Oh, don't fall. Okay, he didn't fall. I had 2 Ethan picks on the show. I'll do my Ethan picks a little later once we get to like SummerSlam stuff. Andrade's match, who is on there, because that's the tournament number 1 spot for the Casino Gauntlet for All In. and the Fletcher Mike Bailey match. That's the two I recommend checking out
Nice.
because it's Fletcher and Bailey. Why not? And Mexico is like a superstar over there too.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Scott. You'll forget about it and you'll see it in 4 months, and then
Yep.
you'll be
I'll
like,
be like, oh my god.
like, this is incredible. I don't know. I just thought it was the most lively show I've seen all year, pay-per-views and regular shows. So love it. I would argue, and Ethan, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I think Mexico might be more passionate than Canada is.
Yeah, actually, I can't argue that. To be honest with you.
Now that's saying that's us coming from Americans who know that right now we're the bottom of the barrel when it comes to crowd participation.
Yep.
It's basically like Mexico, Europe, and then Canada.
And then the U.S. is down. If Canada's there, then U.S. is down here at the moment.
Sam said that, not just everybody, but Sam said it.
I mean, he's tell him when say something when he's telling lies. He's not.
Sam's dropped his own pipe bomb.
Well, we're about to drop the pipe bomb because we're going to talk about what we wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about SummerSlam. Before we get into this card, I need to bring something to everyone's attention here.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
What did I say, Ethan? You quoted me. What did I say when we did the pre-show last week?
You said that Scott thought you weren't gonna win, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna win this one." And look what happened, Scott. Sam won one night.
Scott, we technically tied one night.
I know.
And
Everybody
won one.
But me. I scored 0 points this weekend. Everybody else scored points. Ethan scored 2 because he won night 2 by himself. So
yeah.
Ethan is now in first place.
Well,
with 5. I'm still in second with 4. And now both Sam and John are on the board with 1. So now we got All In and NXT Heatwave. So not only is the Bedlam Championship have points, the NXT Governorship has points on the line too. So I need to make sure I defend my title against Sam because he is my biggest op when it comes to this thing.
Is this the first NXT show of the new
Second.
season?
I already won the first one.
What was the first one again?
First one.
Was that Fed?
I still have it up.
Why am I blanking on the first NXT one?
Great American Bash.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't know why I blanked on that one.
It's all right. Because we got Heatwave, and then the next one will be Halloween Havoc. So
and then Deadline's probably November, December, probably.
Yeah. I think we only have through we only have through Survivor Series right now. We'll add the rest of them as the year goes on. But
what can you say? I am the anomaly, Scott.
After 6 years of doing this, I've come to realize that doesn't matter what I try to do when it comes to WWE shows. I'm more than likely going to lose when it comes to Sam. And so it's just, I find my other ways. But hey, it works out for me because I'm so far behind AEW. I'm still mopping the floor with everybody. So I'll take it.
I know. What the fuck?
Ethan. You'll get all the things right.
It's funny. It's kind of funny how it's reversed. When me and Scott watch NXT, Sam fucking wins. When it's AEW, me and Sam watch it live, Scott's like, "Oh, I'm like 6 months behind." He fucking wins. All right, you know what? We're at AAA, and then I'll fall behind. I'll win.
Yeah.
New Japan rules, bitch. Let's go.
All right. Yes. So, with that being said, let's get right into the show. I guess overall, how did we feel about it? I didn't think I've seen things online. People hated it. People loved it. People were like, it was down the middle.
All right, I'm gonna split this into 2 parts. Saturday, it was not bad. Could have been better. 6.5 out of 10 overall. Sunday, but I have 4 Ethan picks, 2 on each night, by the way. You probably know which the 4 I'm probably gonna you probably know which 4. Sunday was actually better than night 1, I will say. That one I give 7 out of 10. Honestly, this year's could have just been one night, personally.
Scott, thoughts? Overall thoughts?
I will agree with Ethan. Night 1 was good. Night 2 is better. Night 2 for me was more of a, what's the word I want to use? It was more of an emotional, like I felt a lot more emotional about night 2 than I did about night 1. I mean, I enjoyed night 1. I have no problem with night 1, but obviously, like the way night 2 kicked off, brother.
Did not see that coming.
I didn't either, and thank God nobody was around, or we weren't watching this live. I mean, I was gone for the weekend, so I watched night 1 and night 2 back to back on Sunday after I got home. So I still finished night 2 way late, but I successfully avoided every spoiler that was out there. It's great. When I go home, I stop looking at my phone. So it was wonderful. I didn't have to worry about spoilers or nothing. I even ignored our chat because I knew Ethan goes through and does all the things. I don't want to know what the scores are because then I'll know who's going to win what. And I sat down and I watched 6 hours of wrestling back to back. Man.
That's why me and Sam talked about it. I went to me and Sam were talking about. I'm like, okay, I can't remember this for Scott. Did this last time. I can't do it. I can go 2 shows in a row. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna DM Sam.
Man,
because Sam doesn't care about spoilers.
Yeah, Ethan, why don't you go down the ratings of each match, and then we can talk about the favorites here.
All right. So Saturday kicked off with the women's world title. Liv Morgan actually defended the title. Color me shocked. Defeat Io Sky 13:35. Am I doing ratings for each match, or am I reading them first and then giving ratings?
I just want the ratings, really.
Oh, all right. 7 out of 10. Personally, wrong winner, but I get why. 6-man tag. LA Knight, Royce Key, Solid Code beat the Bloodline. Please keep Solid Code as babyface. 6 out of 10. This could have been on SmackDown, personally. Gunther defeat Nick Aldis. Ethan pick up the show. 8 out of 10. This was fucking great. And I heard all ways. Like, I could hear John popping right now. 6-woman tag. Fatal Influence defeat the Bella Twins and Paige. By the way, Brie. I know we're gonna talk about. I'll just get this out of the way. So Brie got injured in this match. She broke her, like, I think it was the top of the shoulder. I forget the actual term, like spatula or something. Anyway, I'm shocked. But I guess she said, like, the doctors tried to get her out of the match, but Brie's like, nope, I want to finish this.
Yep.
Respect. But I think personally they should have took her out. Like, they should, nope. Like,
yeah.
I get you want to wrestle, but I have to take you out this match. Like, no ands or buts about it. The heel turn was weird. Not gonna lie, but I was not a big fan of this fan.
Especially with the injury now. So it's like Bree's gone, and now it's Nikki and Paige that are gonna fight when it could have been Nikki and Paige as the tag team, and then we wait for Bree to come back, and then you have the turn. But whatever.
I like how Nikki's like, oh, she stole my spot. Bitch, you fucking gave it to her. Mania.
Semantics.
Anyway, I was not a big fan of this match. I didn't hate as much as everybody else did. I give it a 4 out of 10. I mean, I figured Fatal Foods, you had to push the new talent, but 4 out of 10. Undisputed title match, 6.5 out of 10. That's Steve Harkins over Cody Rhodes. I did pop for the Minnesota North Stars comment from Michael Cole.
That was amazing. I almost messaged you for that. I'm like, no, I'm behind. So, but yeah, I love that. That made me so very happy.
A friend of mine in the chat is like, he only wants Punk to win now because it's hockey. I'm like, yes, I do. It took me a second. I was like, wait, did I hear a Minnesota hockey term? Oh my god, yes. 29 minutes, 45 seconds. I'll be honest, this first half was boring. I did not like the first half of this match. I liked the last few minutes was good, and Punk for a little bit. I'm doing moonsaults. You're 48. Please no. And Hell in a Cell, Ethan pick on the show, 8 out of 10. Over Finn beat Brock Lesnar at 11.5 minutes. And by the way, thank you, Brock Lesnar, because he announced on Pat McAfee's show that he is retiring.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that later. But yes. And apparently, what he did after the show, Jesus, after the match was off script, like giving that torch to Oba.
It seemed that way because Oba looked a little confused when he went to leave, and Brock's like, no, get back in here.
I was like, oh shit. And it was in Minnesota, so
Yeah.
So Cena was technically right though, in a way. Because remember a few months ago he said that Brock was gonna retire at SummerSlam?
Yep.
Oh well, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Fans like, oh no, Cena doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, guess what, fuckers? He was right.
Yep.
Sunday shows. So it was supposed to be bound for Sami Zayn in a number contendership match. All this comes out is that Gunther's coming in, triple threat. But hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're pulling a WrestleMania 33 moment with Kevin Owens, and I popped for this. I was always like that girl who cried for Kevin Owens.
I did. I ugly cried. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think that man would ever wrestle again.
Same.
So the moment I heard his theme, I immediately just lost it. And I was like thinking to myself, why am I crying right now? But it was like,
with a tear in my eye.
Yeah.
My eye. Ow.
But I was just like, oh my God. Like I was so overcome with emotion. That doesn't happen to me very often in wrestling because I've watched it for so long. I've seen stuff. So I've seen a lot. And it's like, this was such a one of those moments that completely took me off guard. And I was like Sammy in the ring with the mouth like hanging open for like the first like 20 minutes was literally me just with tears flowing at the same time. I loved it. I was so happy to have him back.
And this match went 8.5 minutes. This could have used 10 more minutes, personally.
Yeah, I also like how, KO's coming back off a very serious neck injury. Hey, yeah, maybe we'll take it easy. Nah, we're doing a somersault the first 90 seconds because screw this.
I'm pulling a Darby Allin. And by the way, I love the shout out to Rebel after on the post show. I did like that. That was cool. Yes, this could have used 10 more minutes, but I couldn't believe this went 8.5. Like, no, it didn't. What are you talking about?
It seemed a lot longer, but it really wasn't.
Now I can't wait for the Owens Punk promos.
Oh my God.
Hell yes. 7 out of 10, by the way, even though it was only 8.5 minutes, but I still fucking enjoyed it. US title, Baron Corbin v. Trick Williams, 9 minutes, 10 seconds. 5 out of 10. It was okay. It was just there. Could have been on SmackDown personally, but.
Yep.
Indra Women's title ladder match. Chelsea Green defeats Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, or Joe Tester. It's Cargill, Joe, not Gargle. You moron.
Well, I mean, she was technically Prince in this match, so
it's very true.
Oh, I'm sorry, Prince, everybody. Lash Legend and Tiffany Stratton 13 minutes. I'm gonna get this out of my system. Hey yo, Chelsea Green. Hey yo, hey Chelsea Green. Woo woo. That girl's busted her fucking ass, and she deserves it.
Yep.
And by the way, first Triple Crown winner on the women's for WWE, by the way.
I also love the fact that during the post show, she dedicated the title win to Michael Hayes.
I pop for that.
So did Corey Graves.
And speaking of Corey Graves, I think him and Joe got some heat or something going on. Because did you notice when he was talking, Joe cut him off, and Corey kind of shot him like a dirty look? I was like, oh, we got some heat, brother. But good for Greeno and all serious though. She's busted her ass. I know it's interim. By the way, Rhea got surgery today as we're recording this.
Yeah,
I still say they should have vacated it or strip her off the title.
I agree. She's gone for months. Let Chelsea be the official women's champion. Rhea wants a shot when she gets back, sure. But now she's gone probably until the Rumble, if not longer. So,
yep. 6 out of 10 by the way for this ladder match. This is my ass match. I'm an ass match. Vince Russo both made this match, by the way. Human Money's on a poll. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am not joking. That is a real stipulation. Danhausen and Dominic 6 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah, I didn't care for this. 2 out of 10. And I love James McDonald's tweet, by the way, where he beat up Mini-Housens. He's like, now I feel like, oh.
the way he chokeslammed these guys, like, did they owe you money? Oh wait, they did, but that's beside the point.
I love he's like, I know I feel like what Oba feels.
I know. That was great.
2 out 2 out of 10. This didn't need to be, but I get why he was on SummerSlam. But honestly, this was a perfect line. If this went over another minute or so, I probably would have cried. Ethan picked the here Intercontinental. Chad Gable to been to 11 minutes 5 seconds. This could have used a couple more minutes. Gotta do this again. Hey yo, Chad Gable. Hey yo, thank you, Gable. Oh yeah, thank you. That's another guy who busts his ass and deserves that title.
Yep.
The boyhood dream has finished his story. Sorry.
Oh God, we're mixing. Wait a minute.
I pop Scott. I count as a win. Honestly, they could have used 4 or 5 more minutes at the most. Honestly. And then the main event, Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins, 33.5 minutes. Ethan Page 9 out of 10. I did like the Roman Punk match a little better, but this was still great.
Yeah.
And the Dean Ambrose / John Moxley tribute match.
Yep. I love the callback to Mox or to Dean, and
Dean Mox.
The Shield pose at the end with Dean's mask in the middle on the floor was that was a nice touch. Like I talked about, like with night 2, like the emotional heartstring pulling was very evident in this night. Like obviously KO's return, Chelsea winning the title, Chad winning the title, and Roman and Seth finishing their story. 14 years, those two, being together and then beating the crap out of one another. It's good. Now at this point, you need to put Seth on a different show. Keep him far away from Roman. Don't even have him on the show. That way there's no need to even tease it. But with this past Raw, with Becky coming back, maybe Seth's just gotta have a vacation for a little while. Who knows?
Someone's gonna watch the tip.
Or maybe the drafts will come back and we can draft some people around again.
Honestly, Seth's been on. I found since like they brought back the brand splits like in 2016. He's pretty much been on. I know he said some SmackDown stuff, but like honestly, I think he needs to like actually join the brand for a bit.
Yeah,
but we are not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this match. I mean, I'll be honest. When he first came, I know my coach tried to explain the colors, but honestly, all I thought was Buzz Lightyear. Oh, come on.
It was Vegeta, right?
It was his rebirth. From after the death of the Visionary. I thought it was cool. I particularly loved the fact when Seth first started coming out, they had the Shield music and then the video of Seth in the full Shield gear. Like I was just like, what? I'm like, really? Is that what they're doing? And then it went to the Burn It Down, and the fire just came up, and then he came out as what he ended up wearing. So I thought that was particularly really awesome.
Sorry, it was Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. At least that's what I thought it was. Could be wrong. Hold on. Was it Pickle? Hold on. I think it was a Dragon Ball Z reference. That's all I could think about.
Fair enough.
Hold on. Yeah, you guys continue talking. Hold on.
Honestly, I got Buzz Lightyear. Honestly. And so I made Roman as Woody. I'm like, oh, we got the Toy Story reunion. I would say that it did not feel like 33 minutes though. But I would say though that back to starting from it, that Punk Cody match, yeah, I would have shaved probably like 10 minutes off that match at the most. I get the WWE title, but it did not need to go 30 minutes.
No.
That first half, I thought it was super boring, and it got the last 5-10 minutes I did enjoy, honestly.
Well, they were doing more technical wrestling in the beginning, right? I'm trying to remember.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that. For most people nowadays, they don't really appreciate good technical wrestling. So I understand how a lot of people can think that's boring. Personally, I love that stuff. Like, I know it's very controversial to mention his name, but Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle, some of their matches, some of my favorite things I've ever watched in my entire life. I just loved just how calculated the both of them were in the ring together. And it was great wrestling. It was actual wrestling. It wasn't the sports entertainment shit. It was actual wrestling. So I think that's what Punk and Cody were trying to do. And I think the crowd was kind of, meh about it. So they changed it and kind of went back to, what everybody expects from Cody and Punk. But yeah. I was always under the impression that Punk and Cody was supposed to be the main event of night one. I
Apparently,
kind of expected Oba and Brock to open the show, but
and then when Brock paid tribute to Taker in their 2015 Hell in a Cell match, I was like, oh, okay, that's why it's main event.
Yep.
Oba's great. I love Oba without the Raw for a second. Oba and Braun having a stare down. Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
We got
that's
badass breaker.
That's gonna be your next Rock Austin feud. Once they finally pull the trigger on it, that's gonna go years. Like, we're gonna be seeing who the actual top dog is gonna be between those two, and it's gonna be good. I wonder if Oba's gonna try to find some friends, because obviously Braun has the vision, and they're gonna get involved, especially with Bronson coming back at some point. And I've been seeing Bronson's been shredding a lot of weight too, so it's not going to be our resident thick boy anymore, but he's going to be just a full-blown tsunami. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Ilya Dragunov.
Well, speaking of Ilya, there's rumors flying around that he's not going to sign his or he's not going to renew his own contract, and he's just going to leave. And if that's the case, I'm going to be very sad, because Ilya was one of my absolute favorite wrestlers in NXT, and the stuff that they let him do on the main roster was great. His stuff with Mello was outstanding, because they referenced back to their NXT days, and they just don't know what to do with him, and it makes me very sad, because he is an extremely gifted wrestler, and the crowd loves him. They always have. Even the Joe Schmoes out in the middle of wherever in America, they still have emotion for him, and it just, like, they need to do something. Like, I don't understand what they're doing with their mid card, or what they're not doing with their mid card. Like, this should be, he's the perfect workhorse champion.
He should get a longer run with the U.S. title.
I agree. And Mello should have had a longer run too. Mello should have gone into Mania with it, have his match with Trick, and then Trick can have his run. And now it's Baron's turn. And I really hoped in God that they do something proper with Baron, because he looked great with his match against Trick. So,
all right, you want to guess when Ilya Dragun's last match was?
Well, on TV, wasn't it against Mello?
You were close. That was actually, I'll just tell you all the 2026 matches he had so far. Just so January 9th, he beat Kit Wilson on main event. At house show, he lost to Drew McIntyre when they did the triple threat match with Nakamura. That was when they did the European tour. And then on January 5th, my birthday, he lost to Nakamura. That was day 5 of the Road to Rumble tour. And then the next day in London, he lost a number 1 contender. I think that was where they did that qualify, the 4-way centralized main event for Drew's at the Rumble. He lost there. That was a really fun match. Speaking of Carmel, when they were in Montreal on January 23rd, Carmel beat him there 16:35. The night before the Rumble in Saudi Arabia, he beat The Miz. That was on 1380. At the Rumble, where him and Brock I was actually pretty excited for that match. And Brock's like, yeah, I'm just chucking you out of the ring. I'm like, oh. Yeah. That pissed me off. I'm sorry. I was so mad about that. And then on February 13th, he lost a 10-man tag to the MFT, because he teamed with Apollo Crews, Carmelo, Cardona, and Nakamura, lost to MFTs. Tama beat him on February 20th, a week later. And then March 20th, so exactly a month, he lost to Carmelo again for the U.S. title, this time in North Carolina.
Yep.
And April 17th was his last match, according to Cage Match, in the Andre John Memorial Battle Royal, and haven't seen him since.
Oh, that's right. The Andre. Oh, yeah. So
Put him
the
in
fact
Japan.
that they can't, he's not injured. The fact that they can't find something for him to do, just like shit. Like, at least put him on main event. At least have him wrestle. At least do something. But yeah, it's been 4 months.
Where's Sharon Grace?
Or what?
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, there's another one.
Honestly, if he really leaves, I don't blame him. Honestly, I think he kicks so much ass in Japan.
Yeah, that's true. I love how everybody's like, "Oh, go to AEW." There are other places to go, brother. You don't always have to go to AEW.
Fuck it, TNA. They need some people.
TNA would be fun.
I just want to see him in New Japan for him and Shingo.
I think he'd thrive in Japan.
He would.
Mhm.
Honestly, not every X3 guy needs to go to AEW.
I agree, 100%.
I think he'd kick ass. And honestly, if I had to pick a North America, honestly, TNA would probably be his best bet. But I know TNA's kind of in a weird spot right now.
Brother, people keep leaving. They just signed, what was it?
Gabby Ferroza.
Yes.
Mrs. Barrett Bronson. Yes.
Yeah.
System gets a new member.
No.
If anyone who has to see her wrestle, that's a knockout to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of her indie matches. She's pretty good. So I look forward to seeing what she does on TNA television.
Mayor today is actually gone from TNA. I should speak of knockouts. She is gone from TNA. Her and Jody Threat, and then they're bringing a knock. Oh no, I might have been. I think they said former knockouts champion. I think unless Gabby was supposed to be, but we all know today's probably going to AEW because she's with Kevin Knight. Makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Also, congratulations to Bianca for having a kid.
Yeah. Her and Tez.
What did he name?
Romeo.
Romeo. Thank you. Romeo. Where did I get that from? You know what? I'm close enough. But congratulations to them. I figured when they lost the titles that quickly, I figured like they were close. I remember Bianca posted one more foot before she had the kid, and everybody's like, "Whoa!" Somebody thought that she had triplets. She was gonna have triplets because her belly was so big.
Yeah.
I was like, I got no say in this. I'm just gonna stay out of this conversation. But and also congratulations to them. Yeah, I mean SummerSlam. I'd say this year could have been one night personally. Like some of those matches could have been on SmackDown. Like the on Saturday, like the Bloodline against But I love how he trolled Jay, by the way, with the eating. And Jay's like, "What the fuck do you mean?"
It was so good. Yes, Solo as a face is probably my favorite thing going right now. It's just so he's like, "Pow, pew pew pew." Pow.
I love it. Jay's like, "This is your warning shot." Pow! And Jimmy's like hyping out. Jay's like, "That wasn't me."
No,
And Jimmy's looking like, "What do you mean?" And then you hear so, "Pow pow, pew pew pew."
so good. Yeah,
I'm like, keep him as baby. Apparently they were gonna change him heel again. I'm like, no, keep him.
Don't
baby.
do it. The crowd loves him as a face.
I could every time he does, it's just the way he's saying it. It's so funny.
Oh my god. It's his mannerisms, it's his facial expressions, it's just his body language. It's like, growing up, he was the life of the party. Whenever like the whole family was together, he was the guy. And I'm glad that they finally let that out in wrestling. And just
Took him a while.
So fun. I know. But I think he was pretty much a heel his entire run, even from his beginning days in NXT.
I don't he was kind of a babyface for a bit, like in NXT before he got
more of a tweener, probably.
Yeah,
but he wasn't like full blown face like he is now. So, but yeah, it's good stuff.
Jay's like, what do you mean? And honestly, before we move on, Oba and Brock, like, I get why they did Hell in a Cell because they want to break his undefeated streak. It was literally against Taker both times, but honestly, it did not. He did have that Hell in a Cell stipulation personally.
No, I mean they didn't really. Well, I mean, Brock kind of smashed him pretty good with those chair shots. And what was it? They
didn't use to sell much, really. It's just for that table spot. That was
really pretty much. I think the still steps spots too, when Brock was just kind of like laying into Oba. Oba sold those shots like it was, oh my god, like he was getting murdered. It was insane. But yeah, I don't know. They could have just had like a street fight, and it would have been probably had the same.
Last man standing.
Or last man standing. Yep.
What'd you guys think of the set, by the way?
I liked it. I thought it was
good
for SummerSlam. I didn't like the fact that because they had only like 33,000 people a night, they had it cut really hard on the end of the stage. If you watch every single, you always do the wide shots of the show, so you can see everybody. But all the photos I had seen, and if you go back and watch it, like the screen was always like say my face is the screen, the camera would do the zoom up, and it would always stop like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
They don't show the other. Yeah.
The Gears of War. I thought that was kind of cool. They went because it's for the Usos. I was like, who's getting special entrance? And I realized, they're promoting. I will say one thing bugged me with the sponsorship when Gable won the Intercontinental title. You did not need a sponsorship there.
Oh my god, with the mug root beer.
Barks is better.
Personally, I thought that whoever was in the mug root beer outfit was going to attack Chad.
Me too. I hit that same
I was
thought.
waiting for it. I'm like, but no, it's just an awkward sponsorship thing.
It's like, really? Like, you couldn't let it look. It's the World Wrestling ads. That's what's going to be pretty soon.
Oh my god.
But yeah, SummerSlam wasn't bad. If you missed it, you want to go back, it's up to you kind of situation.
Watch night 2.
I the 2 nights, I would say recommend night 2, honestly. But like I said, top Saturday 6.5 out of 10, and then 7 out of 10 for Sunday. So even though I had 2 Ethan picks on each night, but I Liv and Io was probably an honorable mention for Saturday.
That's a good match. This is a good way to kick off night 1.
I said the Hell in a Cell, and I'm like, I'm not mad about this one. And bro, did you guys notice Raquel's title has barbed wire on it?
No.
Oh yeah, she has barbed wire on her on the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's gonna make that the hard. No, I'm joking. I just gonna make the hardcore title.
Hardcore title.
You know what? AEW's got. I'm surprised they haven't made one personally. Well, I know they had the FTW title, but still,
but they don't. The title no longer exists.
Okay, they did. Let me clarify. They did.
Yes, they did. Yes.
But after that, it's like, oh.
All right. Yeah. So SummerSlam's in the books. We got All In coming up. We have Money in the Bank. Heat Wave. The fun never stops. But Ethan, before we wrap stuff up, and I know Scott wanted to go over something quickly. Ethan, give us the rest of your weekly picks for the week.
Yay! So I'll start August 1st. Which, by the way, it's so crazy how we're already in August. To be honest with you,
brother,
this summer just went like that. It's like, whoa, where the hell?
I mean, personally, I'm fine with that because
me too.
The winter's coming, so I'm very happy for that.
I love how Scott promoted AEW's winter is coming and wasn't even trying.
I was going Game of Thrones, but that's fine.
Meh.
That's probably where they got it from too. So
actually, it is. Tony Khan did say that he got that for Game of Thrones. Yep. So day 10 of G1 Climax, Suji versus Oiwa Block A. That was August 1st, day 10. And also on the same show, Takesha versus Hiroki Goto from Block A. Obviously, I told SummerSlam matches from night 1. Don't need to go over those again. Same with night 2. The 2 I already mentioned. Don't need to talk about those again. Day 11 of G1 Climax, Hinari versus Gabe Kidd. Those who just beat the shit out of each other for a good 20 minutes. Love it. On the Tuesday, August 4th, CMO AW had a joint show called Samita International. Kevin Hart defeated T-Tog against Teton, and Masker Durante's on Kyle Fletcher because it's Fletcher. NXT, Scott's probably going to agree with me on this one. The Underground match for the women's title. That kicks so much ass. Honestly, that's one of the best NXT Underground match.
Yep.
The 3 I would recommend from those are, they all have low advice. Her and Kendall will be my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I probably put the Daddy one slightly above the Shayna one. That's probably the 3 I recommend checking out. The Kalani one wasn't so bad, but it could have been better, personally. Yeah. I feel like it ended kind of super quick.
Kalani was a little out of her element.
Yeah. At least with Kendall was like, okay, like, oh shit, like, you got the MMA fight, ex-MMA fighter and amateur wrestler, like, and Kendall's ear by ooh. The only thing that bugged me, like, I get you gotta check on her, like, you gotta take the blood off, but like, I feel like that went on a little too long. It's like just kind of just say you're fine, get back in, like, come on. But I feel like
she had like blood like cascading down her neck. I was like, shit.
I had to watch that 3 times because I thought it was like the side of their head, like I thought it was like the head here, but I guess so. The spot saying basically, so Lola grabbed her ankle because I think she was going for a kick or something, and Lola like threw her into the steps, and she landed kind of like on her ear. I was like, ow.
Yep.
Everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Like, are you
Yeah,
good?
it was brutal.
I love towards the end when Ren was the one that had to wake her up. Like,
Just slapping her across the face.
you got this. And Kel's like, all right, I'm making this bitch tap.
Yep.
And after the show, by the way, Lola pretty much said goodbye to the fans. So I think she's getting called up, which
Yep.
honestly, it's time to be called up. Yeah, so that on a Grand Match, I recommend check out for that show. And then Grand Slam Mexico, I mentioned it earlier, Andrade, Tommaso, Commander. The other one, Bailey and Fletcher for the international. Those are two I already mentioned earlier. And as for coordinates on Thursday, August 6th, or once this drops tomorrow, this be yesterday. Takesha for Shingo for Block A of today's G1, this is day 12, and Ole for Suji. So, Sam, when you have time, watch those.
That is the goal. All right, Scott. Just before we started recording, you said you had something you want to share with the class. So
I did. Like I said, I'm sad that John's on here to see it. So a few weeks ago,
He'll watch on Take Delay.
yeah. So a few weeks ago, I was talking with my folks, and they were talking about, like, I don't know, we talk about lunch and stuff like that, and I tell them that in the summertime up at the school, our snack bar and our dining hall is closed because there's nobody there. So we were talking about how I don't bring anything to lunch because I literally live 2 miles from campus. So I come home and I have lunch. You know, it is what it is. So my dad, I love him to death. His humor makes me so proud sometimes. He went and ordered a WWE lunchbox for me.
Yes, let's go.
So when I went home this past weekend, this was one of the things that they gave to me because my birthday was just recently. So I went home because my parents wanted me to come home. So this was one of the things. So, but it gets better because there was stuff inside as well. And also, if you can see behind me, the wrestling sign made from like license plates was another thing. So I added that to the list on the wall. So the other stuff in here included a couple of new wrestling boxes that I did not have. So I'll be very excited to open those up. The first one is from AEW. It is, let's see, which one was this called? Actually, this one doesn't have a thing for it, but they're from 2023.
oh, nice.
I don't have any of those. So yeah, so that was pretty fun. I got one for WWE, and this was from 2025. So another one I didn't have. So that was pretty cool. My mom also, while she was out and about, found this card, which I know Andrew will enjoy. It's a Panini card for Hulk Hogan.
Nice.
So that was really fun. And then the creme de la creme, which when I saw this, I had instant flashbacks of being a child. Do you guys remember? Like, I don't know how much you guys collected for like any types of cards, like football, basketball, baseball, whatever, back in the day.
Not too much, but I know enough.
My mom found a pack of cards from 1987.
Oh, those bubblegum cards?
Yes.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
still sealed, and it has a piece of bubble gum in the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until next year. Open this up. It'll be 40 years that it's sat in this case. I have no idea what's in here. There's stuff from WrestleMania 3. So stay tuned for 2027 because this is going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea what to expect. I'm also not eating this gum, so don't even ask. It's 40-year-old gum. I don't think so. But yeah, when she showed me this, I was like, oh my God, there's 9 cards in here, a sticker, and then the stick of bubblegum. So I was like,
Hell yes.
yeah. So thanks to my parents for this lovely gift. But yeah, it was, the lunchbox was like, this is outstanding. I love this so much. So I'm also going to be buying some a new shelf So that'll be coming in at some point soon. It's actually going to go where the stupid boxes are behind me, so I can actually look a little bit more professional. And I'm going to decorate it with my wrestling stuff, some gaming stuff, and some sports stuff. So look forward to that in the coming month or so. So it'll look a lot more fun back there. So yeah.
I love the lunchbox poppy. That was awesome.
That was great. I laughed so hard when I opened that up. I was like, "Oh my god, it's a lunchbox!"
Look, guys, look what it is. Look, Scott can take it to work now.
That's pretty sweet.
I was waiting until we did this before I actually will take it to lunch at some point during this year.
Daniel, look what I got.
Yeah. Greatest lunchbox ever.
Well, that's our thoughts on SummerSlam and everything. Before we head out, Ethan, tell everyone where they can find you at.
Here, that's it. Now, you can follow me on Twitter as Ethan_Black15. That's my wrestling one. And then my non-wrestling one is Ethan Black ATR. The hockey season of season 2 of the Walk Beat the Hockey podcast is starting back up end of September, early October. Could still get figured out. Probably be early October because that's when AHL is starting back up. Also the ATR stuff. I did post a lot of Japan stuff. So Scott, if you got much notification, 30 articles.
Nice.
New record.
Oh my god.
I still got a few more due from this month. Well, the month is still early, but still. Obviously on here, ATR Rice Sun with that beautiful bastard, and an ATR with both two beautiful bastards. We're the Timu version of the three beautiful beer bastards. And yeah, and you can follow me on False Finish, pwmania.com, and Pro Wrestling War and Tobacco Time. So where I do everything under the sun, no pun intended.
And Scott, where can everyone find you at?
Find me pretty much everywhere. Scotty J Stream. Like Ethan said, I'm 1/4 of ATR's War. Looking forward to doing a pack opening show by myself, probably in the next week or so. We got school starting up pretty soon, so time will be a little short, but I'll figure something out for a weekend one day. So keep an eye out. Probably have some tweets and some posts on Facebook about it. So it'll be a fun time. I'll probably open up one of the new boxes that I just got for my folks. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
And you can find me as YesLB Official. Obviously, I co-host this show and Rise and Sun. Rise and Sun, we are coming up towards the tail end of the G1 Climax. So within the next week or so, Ethan and I will have another show. We also have a live show that we need to figure out when that's going to happen. You guys should hear about that by next week latest.
Yep.
We're on all streaming platforms. Guys, you know where to find us. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.